Well, here's a little food for thought for you on a food for thought for you on a Friday morning. Maybe if I could get my tongue to work, I could get around this one. But nearly 58% of Canadians, it turns out, are consuming food before their best before dates or past their best before dates, according to some new numbers from the Agri-Food Analytics Lab at Dalhousie University. Let's make some sense of this.
Yeah, so let's bring in our expert here, Sylvain Charlebois, a.k.a. the food professor, for a closer look. Good morning, Sylvain. We appreciate your take on all of this. We're looking at this study really speaking to why people are deciding to eat food past the best before date, and it has to do with money and the fact that people are trying to stretch their dollar here.
Yeah, absolutely. The correlation is pretty strong. You go to a grocery store, you spend more money to get the same food you're getting last year. So when you go home, you become a very different risk manager. You want to take care of your assets, i.e. food. And so people are preserving food longer. They're looking at those best before dates very, very differently right now.
So how dangerous is this trend here, Sylvain?
Well, I mean, so first of all, 58% of Canadians are actually enticed right now to consume food past their best before dates, much more so than last year. So people are perhaps wasting less, but are clearly risking more, essentially. And when we ask people if they believe to have fallen ill, 1 Canadian in 5 believe that they've fallen ill due to the fact that they actually ate an unsafe food product in the last year, and they were forced because really food prices are much higher. And millennials, that percentage is scary. That's 41%. So 2 millennials in 5 believe to have gotten to eating an unsafe food product. So those numbers are pretty high.
Yeah, and when you talk about risks, Sylvain, are we talking about somebody eating something when it comes to the best before date just a couple of days after, a week? Do you have a sense from this study on how much of a risk they are taking?
We didn't ask, but remember, best before dates are just an indicator for quality. It doesn't mean bad after. I mean, you can actually eat a product 2-3 weeks after the best before date, and that product can still be safe. It really depends who you are, your tolerance for risk, and what the product is all about. I mean, sometimes the cold chain may have been breached even before the product got to the store. So that would actually compromise the shelf time or the shelf life of a particular product. So it really depends. Every case is very different. Expiry dates are very different. If you actually have an expiry date on your product, you shouldn't ever eat the product, consume the product after the expiry date. You should throw away. But best before dates would require some judgment, and that's what our report is all about.
Yeah, it's a good distinction there, indeed. Professor Sylvain Charlebois, always appreciate the research coming out of the Agri-Food Analytics Lab at Dalhousie. Get back to your workout now, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Have a great
all right,
weekend.
take care.
Take care.